Okay, this is phase one of the backyard dirt track. I'm standing in my backyard facing west right now, and I'll show you on the satellite map kind of where we're looking at and what we're talking about. So if I look behind me right now, that is the garage over there, and we'll roll the bikes out of the garage and basically go on this little hillside over here, right along that, and then down there through here, and then the track begins over here just beyond, well, see that this rock that's in the middle of the screen right now, just to the left of that is where the trail will begin. The first loop is going to start right over there, and then it's going to come up, if all goes well, right down here. I can't really see it, but beyond this rock, this is a pretty steep hill right here as well, but the little path beyond those bushes right there that I have to cut through. So again, we're starting over here, and then it's going to loop around and come up down there, and then the trail will basically go back up the hillside here, and just beyond the water tank back there, you can see a little log going across the way. That'll be the second loop. So we're gonna go get started. So the rock I was just talking about is right here, and this will just give an idea of what clearing this thing out means. So as we come down this trail, hey Bailey, we're gonna actually go down these rocks right here, and this will be the trail. Come down these rocks and then hang a right, and it'll go through these bushes here. So just wanted to give an idea of how thick this brush is and what we're up against. Trying to basically cut a path through here to pop out on the other side, which I'll show in the satellite image of where we're starting and kind of where we're ending. There on the other side of this brush is actually it's the neighbor's property, and there's a nice clearing, and that clearing is what we're going to use to go down the hill, and then we'll loop around and come back up the hill. But this is basically the before picture of where this path is going to be. So most of the stuff that I've been hacking down is branches that are, stuff like bushes like this, where the branches are 1 to 2 inches thick. This little baby chainsaw, it's got a 6-inch blade, works great, cuts right through them. And then for the real small stuff, just kind of clipping stuff out of the path, just use these snippers. That works just fine. But every once in a while, we come across stuff like this. This very large branch is going right across the trail. So for these situations, we got the daddy chainsaw. So I'm about to take this branch down. Talk to you later. So this is one of those decision points. The trail I've been cutting, it would kind of naturally go that way, but to go that way, I got this manzanita in the way, and I got a pretty large oak tree, and I would have to take down a pretty substantial piece of this oak to make it passable. So I don't think I want to do that. So I looked off to the right here, and I see a way up and around that I think I'm gonna go. I have to take that big manzanita going across the trail out. I think I can leave that oak right there. Just might have to duck a little bit going past it, but that's a huge branch, so I think I want to leave that one alone. But so I think I'm going to go up this way, take out the stuff that's crossing the trail, leave that one big one there, and I'm seeing in the distance there it's pretty clear to go up and around, and then you pop out over there. So That'll be the next bit. So I just wanted to pause to share this little metaphor for life here. So as I just said, this path was not looking great, so I said, well, let me take an alternate path, and ended up going up this way. And the metaphor for life here is that many times when life throws us a curveball and we find that our path is blocked and we have to take an alternate path, that alternate path ends up being a lot better. So when I went up this way, rather than going back down to try to pop out onto the old trail, it turns out it was a way better trail up here. So if we follow this through, oh my God, it scared the crap out of me. My dog just snuck up on me. Hey, Poops. I heard something creeping up behind me. I got all freaked out for a second there. Okay, anyway, yeah, new path is way better. And actually just beyond this is the clearing I was talking about where it pops out. But I want to kind of show you the whole path here. So I'll be back in a sec. Bailey's helping. She's got herself a stick. She got out of the way. So, okay, this is the after. So as we talked about before, trail's gonna come down from up above in the backyard, basically. Come down these rocks and then go through there. And as you can see, that big old branch going across the top has been cleared out. All the little branches and bushes that were in the way have been cleared out. So now we've got a pretty smooth trail coming through here. A lot of clearing. Okay, and here's where that fork in the road was, where I had to decide to hang a right instead. So we're gonna go up here now. Make sure we duck for that low branch. And then up and around. You're gonna have to just avoid this thing. I don't wanna cut it, but because it's pretty easy to get around on the right. And then go left right away to avoid this tree. Through here, and like I said, this path was pretty easy. It looks like a deer trail here. Come down. I didn't have to do anything here. This part was easy. And then this is the clearing I was talking about. This stake here is the neighbor's property. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because it's a nice, easy hill down rather than trying to cut through the brush. Going downhill is a lot harder than going uphill on a motorcycle in the dirt, so I'm gonna make it easy on us and just take this. Looks like it was a little road that they used maybe. So we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom of this and then hang a left to get back onto my property, and then try to figure out the rest of this loop and pop back up in the backyard. So more to come. Okay, so I came down the hill, and I think it's my neighbor's land, but just a little bit. As soon as you get down to the bottom of the hill though, and it's gonna go down a little dip right there and then up this hill, now we're back on my land, so that's good. So I've been trying to figure out, like, okay, so now we're at the bottom of the hill, kind of on the edge of the property. How do we get back up? So it's going along this ridge line here. It's pretty dense brush, and then I found, this has been cut away a little bit already, but it looks like this is the path to take to kind of cut back in to the land, and then we'll try to hang a left and go up the hill and hopefully pop out in the backyard. So I've marked the spot so I can find it again. There's a couple of rocks here, and I put up a little landmarks when I have to come back, but so this is where it's going to turn in. Okay, I've got a bit of a roadblock here, big log across the way, and then this very large branch fell over, and it is across the path. So gonna have to clear this guy out. Now my wife said she wanted a video of me chainsawing things because I think ladies have a thing for lumberjacks or something, like the brawny guy or something. So let me see if I can get a shot of this. And you know, now that I think about it, maybe it's just me wanting her to want to watch me cutting down trees. But anyway, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna see if I can set my phone up to capture this.